with Patrick from Crash Games.
Hello.
Hello. And he's here to talk about his new game, Paydirt.
Paydirt. Yes, Paydirt is by Tori Neiman, the designer of Alien Frontiers.
Very exciting.
And it is a worker placement, engine building efficiency game set in modern day Alaska.
Okay.
So you are taking on the role of a mining outfit, and you're trying to make a go in one of the harshest environments in the world. And so you're going to start with how it's different from other engine building games. You're going to start with an existing outfit, right?
Okay.
You're going to have just a few workers, a tiny bit of cash, a pretty cruddy claim, and some old busted up equipment. You know,
and make something out of nothing.
And make something out of nothing. So throughout the game, you're going to try to bid on better equipment, hire personnel that bring special abilities and extra workers, and more lucrative claims, all to be the player that wins or gets the most gold, the shiny gold, which
like, who wouldn't want
hold up to the camera.
Win?
They're like, look at that gold.
Who would not want to win that gold?
No, and so
amazing.
But the really great thing about Paydirt, and one of my favorite things in games, is when you're required or encouraged to sell your victory condition, right?
Ah, that's very hard to do.
It's very hard to do, right? Because how much do you sell, and when do you stop? And so, but you need money to make your equipment and your outfit better.
Yeah.
And so you're only going to be digging until the temperature drops to 0 degrees. And then the ground is frozen. And then throughout the game, each round, you're going to go through a hardship phase in which you have cards that can afflict you with hardship. I mean, it's not easy. No one can just go up to Alaska and do business.
Yeah.
So there's going to be various hardships that are going to affect you throughout the game. But there's things you can do. Any of the players that are familiar with Alien Frontiers, any of the bad luck in Alien Frontiers, there's ways to mitigate that. The same for Paydirt. Any of the bad luck that you could potentially suffer, there are things you can do to mitigate that.
Okay. And how many players is it?
Paydirt is 2 to 5 players. Once you know the game, it's about an hour to play, because where Paydirt shines the most is all of the worker placement in the game is simultaneous placement and simultaneous resolution. So you're not going around and taking action. Everybody's doing everything at once, and then you're resolving them all at once as well.
Do you block people, and do you work in a common area, or is it more just on your own board? And
there are things that you're going to do and interactions that you're going to have with your opponents, but primarily you're going to be working on your own outfit. I didn't want there to be a ton of player interaction as far as stuff I could do to hurt you as an opponent, but there is definitely substantial interaction, mostly through the gear tiles, the hardship phase, and then in the auction phase.
Okay. And how heavy would you say this game is?
It's a medium weight game. So if you're familiar with games like Stone Age, it's about on par with that as far as strategy goes. So I could see it being what I like to call an advanced gateway game. So if you've played Stone Age with somebody and they're ready for something slightly heavier, but not we're ready to jump into something like Dungeon Lords or Through the Ages or something that's really grindy, and thinky. This would be a good, next step for them. And very, very thematic, since it's similarly themed to a certain channel that has a show about gold digging. Legally different. But fans of the TV show Gold Rush, I think, would really enjoy the game. So I have a lot of people that have come up to me and thanked me because their wife and their girlfriend and their partner is a fan of that show, and they like to see that theme.
Excellent.
So because this is not old-timey gold mining, we're not, there's gold in them hills.
Yeah, no, that's what I find interesting, is that it is very modern graphics, which you don't normally see in war games. It's striking because it is semi-realistic as opposed to...
It's a very literal theme.
Yeah.
Versus something like, say, Lost Dutchman, which is, we're back in 1800s Arizona, and looking for a gold mine. It's actually a very different theme and very different style. This is very literal.
Yeah. And where can people find Peter if they're interested?
Pater will be going out to Kickstarter backers in the next couple weeks, and then pre-orders here at the show will be shipping out hopefully in December, and then it'll be available in retail stores and online and anywhere and everywhere starting in February.
Awesome.
And again, like, it's not easy to have a game that's a Euro game with the theme so intermeshed, but I believe that's one of the areas too where Pater really shines, is that to have a Euro game where your decisions are actually thematic is not common.
Awesome.
Cool.
And that's Peter.
Pater.
Peter!